This is 100 Founders, and I'm Dave Rubenstein. Join me as we guide founders through the messiness of founder-led sales on their path to building a scalable go-to-market machine. Let's dive in. Welcome back. We're with Omer Gotlieb of Salespeak. Omer, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me, Daisy. Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Salespeak.
Salespeak is trying to actually fix what I've seen in my past, in my history that is broken, which is the B2B buying experience. Everybody speaks about, playbooks are not working anymore. Companies are not getting leads. Traffic is going down. And I think one of the main reasons for that is that buyer expectation has changed. It is changing. Uh, and the entire buying process is broken. And one of the things we're trying to do in SalesPeak is really fix that process.
Right. And why do you think you mentioned the buying process is broken? Why do you think it's getting worse? Because I've heard them all getting worse.
It's getting worse because a lot of things. One, it's much easier to start a company today. So there's a lot of 10,000 solutions that are doing more of the same. So in terms of a potential buyer, everything is noisy. The second thing is that I'll call it improper use or wrong use of AI. It's like the scam cannon. And now every two people company can write maybe intelligent email and find the right people and send them email, which ends up in my inbox of a buyer, in my LinkedIn message, and in my phone with text messages, and we're being spammed. The third thing is that think of yourself, AI or the big companies in AI are now educating us to expect higher quality experiences. Think of the last time you interacted with an LLM with ChatGPT. Think of, your experience maybe with the Waymo. We're used to getting amazing experiences. ChatGPT and Claude and all the others actually showed us that we can get instant expert answers that we can trust. So everything is changing while companies are still running, legacy playbooks, old technology, and so forth. So I think the gap between the buyer expectation or getting used to amazing experience is actually going up, while many of the B2B companies are still trying to treat the buyer as a 2015 customer and not like a 2025 buyer.
All right. So again, what I'm hearing is buyer expectations are not being met. And it sounds like you've got a better way of creating a better experience for buyers. Can you walk us through a day in the life of a Salespeak user?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Let me tell you a bit about the approach. I'm going to urge each one of the viewers to actually think of themselves. When did they have a good buying experience? Not in a B2C, but in a B2B environment. And for me, I'm having great B2B buying experiences when I'm having intelligent conversations. I mean, pick any solution that you want. If I'll get to speak with the founder, that's going to be an amazing thing. Now, I know I'm not going to speak with the founder most of the time, but if I'm going to speak with an expert or a CTO or chief product, or maybe even your best SE, that's going to save me so much time in my process. And in 2 minutes, I'll be able to make a decision whether I want to continue with this company or not. By the way, sometimes even it's best, I think, for both sides to decide not to continue. It's much better than wasting 3 hours and then understanding that's not the right solution for me. So for me, having intelligent conversation is the crucial part in the buying process. And what SalesPeak is trying to solve is if you think about all the digital touch points that your buyer have with your company today, they're going to go to your website, which is static. They're going to maybe exchange some emails with you, submit a forms, and those are simple and stupid. Maybe they're going to speak with your SDR team that are inexperienced. They're going to go to ChatGPT, and it's going to hallucinate, or you can't control the narrative. And what would happen if, a company could actually enable an intelligent conversation there? So anytime I'm actually interacting with that company on the digital channels, that conversation is going to be intelligent. And basically, that's what we're trying to do. We haven't figured out everything or completed out everything yet, but we have already products that make your website intelligent, that make your email intelligent, make the conversation with LLMs and ChatGPT intelligent. But for us, the main focus is If we enable an intelligent conversation there, that's going to be a win-win for the buyer and for the company.
So what I'm hearing is, it's great to be able to do it on one channel, but if every touch point is the same, is offering that amazing experience, it's going to create a much better situation for the buyer.
Yeah, think of people, right? If you're going to train your team, you're not going to have a person that is an expert on what you're doing, but can only speak on the phone. And then another person that is an expert on what you're doing, and he can only meet you at a conference. And another expert that answer an email. No, you're going to have an expert. And regardless what the channel is, you want everything in. Because, when I say intelligent, by the way, I also mean it two ways, because it is an intelligent conversation for the buyer, answering everything that they want, leading them into the journey. But think of the insights that we actually are able to generate intelligent for the company. We can tell you what customers are actually looking for, or they're speaking about competitors. Uh, are they aware of features that they have? Do they understand your messaging? What marketing campaigns bring the right questions? What converts? So there's a lot of, I would say, gold nuggets within the insights that we provide. And you don't want it just from one channel. Regardless of the channel, you want to collect them and you want to be able to translate them into action items. So that's more or less what we're trying to do.
I love it. Bring your A game to every channel. So
Yeah.
so now I'm very visual. Can we see it?
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to show everything right now, but I want to show the infrastructure at the beginning. And I would actually recommend everyone, everything that I'm showing you right now, you can later go to our website, salespeak.ai, put in your company URL and see it on your website as well. So again, feel free to experiment with that. So let me guide you through into, first of all, the building blocks, because I think they're very critical and very important. And the first thing we always do is we train the AI, because if the AI doesn't know enough about you, the conversation is not going to be intelligent. This is an instance for a company called Navan, by the way, IPO'd today. So congratulations to Navan. And it starts by a simple training of the website. So what we've done before the meeting is we went here, navan.com. And again, you can play with your own website and put your own with them. And that's what the AI found. I can tell him, listen, I don't think you need to know about our careers and contacts, and maybe you don't need to know about, I don't know, our privacy policy. But other than that, that's it. Click on that, AI starts to learn. Just based on the website, it was able to create almost 2,000 questions and answers, 15 media assets, videos, and so forth that he collected. It gives them a score. My belief, by the way, is that it cannot be a black box. We need to gain the trust of our customers, so that AI is giving you a score whether it thinks it's ready to interact with customers or not. It reflects what he learns, so what he knows about the product, what he learns about customers, what he learns about pain points, competition. So anyone can actually go over here and understand whether they're okay with the knowledge that the AI has gained. Now, a website is a good start, but usually that's not enough because you have internal knowledge within the company. So you should go here and upload documents, sales presentation, battle cards, ICPs, call recording, YouTube channel. Our AI can actually share the screen and show you videos when it interacts with users. But basically, you already have this knowledge within the company. You just upload it here and you're ready to work. That's the training side. Now the AI knows everything about you. The next phase is you need to give the AI some marching orders, some instructions. What do we want to achieve by the end of the conversation? And what we have is simply a set of goals. What is the goal for qualified prospects and what is the goal for unqualified prospects? In that case, obviously they want to schedule a demo because again, they're not a PLG company anymore, enterprise. And if it's an unqualified prospect, just watch a product video right now and somebody will get back to you. But you can write here in plain English whatever you want. And once the goals are defined, the second thing is you just need to tell the AI, what does it mean to be a qualified customer? For example, let's assume they're only selling to companies that are more than 500 employees. So in plain English, you write what you have here, and the AI knows how to qualify the user and serve the goal. And by the way, qualification happens on two parallel paths. One is based on digital signals, IP, cookies, browsing history, campaign that came from conversation history, and by asking questions. So David, if you're going to interact with AI, the AI is going to ask you, David, what do you do and who do you work for? And again, once you identify the information, we enrich the information from your CRM, we enrich it from external sources. and the discussion is going to be very intelligent because we now know much more about the user, and we know where the company wants to get it and actually drive the conversation. Basically, that's it. There's no more, decision trees and everything is here. You can make it a bit more, of course, complex if you want, but as simple as that. And now you need to put it to work on the website. And to put it to work on the website, we have a library of what we call different launchers. These are different ways to actually put it on your webpage. We do think that this also needs to be extended because our goal is to make sure there's going to be more engagement and more conversation. For example, this is one of our popular one. It's called the sticky bar. You can configure it. You can change font, colors, whatever you want over here. And without even doing anything, just click on that little button, preview on our website. And in a minute, you'll actually see, hey, now they have an AI on a website that actually looks like this. You can ask it any question that you want. You can interact with it. So a great way for potential customers before they integrate, before they do anything, just to play with it and see how it's going to look on the website. The actual implementation is as simple as taking a line of code and putting it on the website. And our team has best practices on, which launches I would say convert better, which pages and audiences. But David, I'm assuming your viewers are all intelligent people and they need to gain trust. And nobody is going to put anything on the website before testing it. We know that we have a simulator that allows you to run simulations, ask questions, see if they make sense. Now, a user can type a question, a user can speak, a user can select one of those dynamically generated questions, and then fill and see if the results actually make sense or whether the AI needs some more fine tuning. Now, because we are in a training mode right now, maybe this answer is okay, but it could be better. So you can actually tell the AI, hey, just edit it, fix it here, click on that, and that's it. So definitely I recommend customers to spend time here and gain trust, play with it and see that it makes sense. But if you see here with AI, noticed that I did not answer, and he's starting a conversation with me. It's not just answering me, because it's going to calculate my intent. It's going to run a discovery process, runs a qualification process, guide me to the goal. And there's a delicate balance between how aggressive can I be? Can I ask you right now who you are and what you do? No, because nobody's going to tell me. So it needs to provide you value, need to identify whether it's solving the right pain point, and then guiding you to the goal. So again, play with it, simulator, that's very easy. All the sessions that are being done are actually recorded. For example, if you go into this session, we know everything that happened, the campaign it came from, demographic details, every question answered over here. Now, this is great for your sales team because if they're going to get ready for a demo with this user, they know everything about this conversation. Everything goes to your CRM. So again, sales team, I know they're going to be in the CRM. So this goes into the CRM, including a summary. It tells you what was the conversation about, pain points that were identified, topics discussed, intent and why, browsing history. I'm a salesperson. I'm very happy because I know everything I need to know about this user and I'm ready for demo conversations. Now, because we usually work with the marketing team mainly, marketing team are very interested to learn what happened in those conversations. You can, of course, go one by one, or they do have what we call an insight module that really allows you to gain a better understanding on what are the questions that are being asked. So show me all question about competition, show me all question about product, about pricing. But because this is AI, you can actually ask it anything. Can I see all the customers that came from a big company, from a specific marketing campaign, ask more than three questions, mention my competition, and did not convert? Can I see all the conversation that mentioned a specific feature or did not? Can I see all the conversation that came from a specific marketing campaign? So you have tons of insights that as a marketer and product marketer, you're able to identify content gaps, messaging gaps, advertising gaps based on what users are actually telling you.
So can I ask you one to make sure I'm getting this? So, I have lots of friends who are marketers. They're very smart, but they're not always the most technical people. It seems like everything that you've shown us is something that a marketer can do themselves. So they're not bringing in an engineer to set this. They're doing it.
Exactly. That exactly. The marketer is going to need help in 5 minutes from two things. One, the website development would need to actually put this one line of code on the website. Let it 2 minutes. And we do recommend that integrate with the CRM or Slack or Gmail. Again, 5 minutes real-time integration that their team will do that. Other than this, everything I think needs to be controlled by the marketer so they can configure everything, they can see the results. Everything is being sent automatically to the CRM. Definitely very, very low footprint. David, we had customers that spoke with me 9 a.m. in the morning and 2 p.m. they're live. We actually have customers that went live without even speaking with us. We have a free tier, of course. I always recommend to speak with our team because we have best practices. But again, the product is as simple as doing things for yourself. One thing that I didn't want to mention, I know everybody's looking for data, dashboards. We do have a dashboard with a lot of analytics and insights that gives you engagement rate, conversion rate, topics discussed. But one specific thing I also want to emphasize here, missing information. This is by far one of the favorite features of our customers. The AI is going to tell you that it was being asked questions that it didn't have enough training on. Right? So that's a great opportunity for marketers. And hey, people are asking me things and I don't have good training. I need to train them. Now, here's something interesting. Sometimes marketers don't want to expose this information on the website. The best two examples could be pricing and competitive information, right? So with us, you don't have to put it on a website. You just need to actually train the AI, and it can have a very intelligent discussion about competitive situation, again, without putting information on the website as well. So that's the way our customers are actually using this as well.
Wow.
Now, another thing, everything that I showed you on the web, again, we're making the website intelligent, and hopefully I was able to convince you that it's intelligent for the user and also intelligent for the company. We can also make it on email and forms. So you can configure an email listener. Every time somebody sends an email to sales@navan.com, whatever, the AI can pick it up and have a bi-directional conversation over email. If somebody submits a form on your website, they leave their email, the AI can pick it up. We know what the form is about. We know the user. We know what we want to do. The AI is starting to have a really intelligent conversation about those things. So again, making web intelligent, making the email intelligent as well.
Wow. So I've seen it for one channel, but seeing it for multi-channel is just at another level. So congratulations on what you've built. For people who are watching, who want to learn more, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
It's very, very easy. Simply go into our website, salespeak.ai, and either start a conversation with our AI, really ask it anything, or you can actually schedule with us. There's some freebies here, like whether our website is ready for AI, that you can play with it. But I always believe that experience it. Maybe try our product, you'll be amazed at what it's doing, and we'll be more than happy to, again, speak with you when you think it's right for you as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much for making the time. For folks listening, again, it's salespeak.ai. Check it out. And thanks for joining us.
David, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for joining. For the latest research and other demos, visit us at 100founders.ai. Founder-led sales is messy because many founders have never sold before. That's what I solve. Visit 100founders.ai and hit schedule to find time to talk. We'll see y'all next time.